Hello again. Today I have something a little different to my usual videos. I'm not doing any coding, I don't have an expert advisor to run to show you anything. Today is more for beginner traders or those people who still think there's a get-rich-quick scheme out there. I receive a lot of junk mail because I do a lot of research and wind up getting email from various sites that I visit. And a lot of that junk mail promotes strategies or indicators or expert advisors. And normally I just throw them away, but I thought this time I would actually look into one, and I've done that, and I've made this video where I'm going to just demonstrate something to you. So I'll go straight to the charts and the website now and show you what I'm talking about. Now the email I got directed me to this website promoting the Nova Scalper. The Nova Scalper seems to be an indicator, not an expert advisor, so it's leaving the trading up to you. It's for sale for $147. Normally $395, but still $147. Order now, right. If I scroll a little further down, here's a screenshot showing the performance you can expect from this Nova Scalper. Now I'm going to go to the MetaTrader charts so that I can find this time frame and just have a look at what the chart tells me. I can see in the top left corner here that this is MetaTrader 4 because the icons are different for MetaTrader 5. That's not really relevant to the performance of the indicator. It just means that I'm going to be using MetaTrader 4 to do the demonstration. And across the bottom I can see that this runs from the 30th of March to the 4th of April in this image. So let me go to MetaTrader 4 now, and I'll open the GBP USD 5-minute chart and see if I can find these prices on the screen. Through the magic of video editing, I'm already here. I've found this time range from the 30th of March to the 4th of April. This price pattern is very close to the pattern shown on the image. There might be some differences due to different broker pricing, but this is the same pattern that I can see on the image. If you are going to look for this yourself, you might need to adjust the zoom. I had to zoom way out to get this pattern on the chart, but I'm comfortable that because this runs from the 4th of April to the 30th of March, and the pattern looks the same as the image, that this is the time frame the image is looking at. So now that I've found that, let's go back to the screenshot and look at the indicator that's shown there. Now, the indicator, and I'll zoom in so you can follow the cursor. Firstly, there is this line that is under the price until the price breaks through and begins to move down, and then that line switches to above. So this is a support line up to this point, and then switches to a resistance line. And then when the price starts to rise again, it switches back to a support line, and the colors change at the same time. There are also these histogram lines that fill the gap between this support resistance line and the price. Those histogram lines don't seem to add any value other than filling in the space, and maybe the color tells you that the support line is below the price and the resistance line is above, but really if you can't tell that, then you've got other problems. And then there are these arrows that appear, and they appear when the line changes from a support to a resistance line. So they also don't add a lot of value because you can see when the line changes from support to resistance. That's as much as I can see on the screen. It does have this little information box at the top, but that's just bland information. Now, when I look at this, and if I ignore the histogram lines, this pattern of a support line, which then switches to a resistance line, and the way the line changes, looks to me a lot like the super trend indicator. It may be a different indicator, but there are several that are like super trend. But I'm going to go back to the chart, and I'm going to put the super trend indicator on just to see if it looks like this. So now I'm going to put the super trend indicator on. I'll leave the settings at default for the time being. And I can see the super trend indicators appeared there, but it's much too close to the prices compared to the screenshot that was on the website. But I'm going to make a couple of adjustments to the settings. First, this multiplier at only 1.7 looks a bit small. I'm going to try that at 5. Right, now that's adjusted and it looks a lot more like the chart. The line is much further away. It begins here in the same region. It extends, but there is a little bit of a break there. I'm going to change the period of it. So instead of a 10 period ATR, I'll just double that. that's looking a lot more like their indicator. So I've got an uptrend that begins here, continues, then I have a break just here. So maybe I need a little bit more than the 5 times multiplier, and maybe I need a little bit more than the 20 period ATR. I'll just extend that a little bit. See what happens if I make it a multiplier of 10. That seems way too big. On the screenshot, I should have had a change of direction around here somewhere. So let me reduce that. That's looking very close, maybe just a little bit more. And maybe I'll just change this period. So while I may not have found exactly the pattern that's shown in the screenshot, this is very close. So I'm comfortable now that the Nova trend is just showing the super trend indicator, and all I need to do is get the inputs to that indicator correct to get exactly the same pattern, and perhaps due to different prices from brokers, I may never achieve that same pattern. But this is so close that I'm comfortable that maybe 6 times multiplier on the super trend and something around a 20 period ATR will give me the same results. I can see the change of direction here at the same place that it occurs in the screenshot, change of direction here and here. So those are all the same signals that I'm getting from the Nova indicator. Let's look at the next screenshot on their website. So that was the GBP USD 5 minute. Let me go down to the next because there are more images here. And the next one shows something interesting. Let me go back first. I looked this up looking for a date range 30th of March to 4th of April, and that helped me to find this. So this image actually shows the dates, and it shows me that I'm running from 30th of March 2023. So that helped me to find exactly where I was looking on the chart. But a more common practice with websites like this is to show images like this one here. This is Euro Yen 15 minute, and the dates have been cut off the bottom of the image. So it makes it quite difficult for you if you want to search and find this price pattern. And if we look at the next one, same thing, the dates have been cut off. Dates have been cut off here and here. So that first image is actually quite unusual. But I'm going to try to find this price pattern on Euro Yen 15 minute and see if that is anywhere to be found on the charts. So I've just been searching backwards. This is Euro Yen 15 minute. I've been searching backwards to find a price pattern that matched the image on the screen, and I think I found it here on the 2nd of February 23. I can see this rapid drop, a flat spot, a rapid rise, a drop, a gap, flat spot, and a rapid fall, and that matches the shape of the price on the screenshot. I've added the super trend indicator in here with the same settings that I had for the GBP USD, and it doesn't quite match. I can see that this flat spot here on the indicator should have ended somewhere around this peak. So let me change the settings again. I've changed the multiplier back to 5, and this matches much more closely with the indicator shown on the screenshot. So it does break through the resistance line here at the top of this peak, then continues up, stays above thanks to this gapping, and eventually breaks the support line over here where the downtrend starts, and that's the same pattern. So I'm still comfortable that this is the super trend indicator. I'm not sure whether the setting is 5 or 6 periods, and perhaps on different charts on the website they've actually shown the super trend with different settings. Let me just compare some of the results, and I may not have exactly the same bars here, but I can compare this to the chart and see what they've got. So let's compare these. I've got the crosshairs here. I would have entered a downtrend there with an exit here for, I'm showing, depends where I put my cursor, around 77 pips. They are claiming 75 pips. Okay, so that's 75. Then I would have entered the uptrend here with an exit here for 141 pips. They're claiming 142, so that's close enough for me. And I would have entered around there for an exit here for 110 pips. They're claiming 103, so that's close enough. I'm satisfied then that I've got an indicator here that is close enough to the Nova indicator that this is what's happening. All right, what was the point of all of that? This looks great. Profit, profit, profit. First thing to mention is that where you can pay $149 for the Nova indicator, you can do a quick search on the internet and find the super trend indicator for free. So I've just saved you $149. But if we look at, and I've only scrolled just a little way back here, here's a section where I've got a downtrend that begins here according to the indicator and ends here, a loss of 32 pips. Okay, that uptrend begins here and ends here, a loss of 25 pips. Then this downtrend begins here and ends here, a loss of 46 pips. And then the uptrend begins there and ends here for a loss of 46. And that's just moving to the section immediately before the section showing on their website, which is just here. So what they're showing in the screenshots has cherry-picked a very good section of time where this indicator works really well and generates a large profit. What they're leaving out is the large amount of time where this kind of pattern happens. And I think I scrolled to the left, there's possibly a profit to be made just here, but then you've got this rapid change between support and resistance happening. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say. The screenshots show these very good patterns and they leave out these very bad patterns. And also you're paying for what appears to be a free indicator. So I might even load this super trend indicator onto the website for you to download so you can have this one for free if you like. The super trend formula is very simple. It starts at the midpoint of a bar, then takes the ATR as the, let me go back to the settings. There's the input period, which is 20 period ATR. So it takes a 20 period ATR, and in this case adds 5 times that ATR to the midpoint of each bar. And then it switches when a bar closes past either the support or the resistance line. So it's a very simple indicator. I might load that up on our website so you can download that at no cost to you, and certainly not $149. So that's it for today. Just a very short video. I hope it has been useful to you and it's maybe opened your eyes a little bit. If it has, then please click that like button. And if you want to see more of our videos, click subscribe and click the bell icon, and then you'll be notified when we do release new videos. So until the next time, thank you for watching.